Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Abdul Aziz, oncologist. Our Creator has provided us an amazing protective system, a multi-layered protective system which is functioning throughout the life of a person from birth till death. And it is such a exactly matched as per the need and exactly estimated to correct any defect, any harm to our body so that we can have a healthy life without any problem. This is what I mean, this protective system, and most of us have a superficial idea, but very few have exactly have a very detailed idea about the various types of this protective system which is operating in our body from a collective, from the body level to an organ level, to the specific to a tissue level, and then even at a cellular level, and then even at a DNA level when there is the DNA replication is occurring. So at that, it goes to that level. So I will be sharing with you some of these amazing facts which will reflect the greatness of our Creator, and it is one of just his fraction of his favors that he has provided us. So I will talk about our defense system, rather it is a multi-layered defense system to prove his greatness and his amazing things which are provided in our defense system. Living organisms are protected by their immune system from infections. They are also threatened by many errors which occur in our own body. So these infections, they are covering everything. Any sort of damage to the body, it may be infection, it can be any injury, physical, chemical injury, or any invading other sort of thing which can cause harm to our body. A natural defense system protects man and other complex organisms against the environmental and internal hazards of life, including infections and even cancers. It involves multiple error detection and correction mechanisms that confer robustness to the body at all levels of its organization. The natural defense system comprises a set of civil defenses to which all cells, organs, and tissues contribute, and a professional army in addition to this, made of a smaller set of mobile cells. Mobile and non-mobile cells differ in their tuning abilities according to the threat. They change and they cooperate depending upon the severity, quality of the threat from an invading anything which causes injury to our life. Enemies from the outside and enemies from the inside is effective against both these enemies. External enemies come from the environment and mostly include infectious agents like even virus, bacteria, and other infecting organisms. Internal enemies such as even the cancer cells originate from the numerous mistakes which occur continually within the body. They are often underestimated because most are corrected by quality control mechanisms operating in our system. They include errors in DNA replication, epigenetic alteration, incorrect transcription and splicing, errors in the synthesis and modification, improper cellular migration, illegitimate cell pairing, organ dysfunction, extra, and all these things, they come in this system. The quality control and error correction mechanism is already provided in our body at all the levels. At higher degree of organization, quality control mechanisms are found in the immune system, and they are usually mediated by T and B cells, and it even occurs at a DNA level during the multiplication of the DNA. So this is the overall our defense system, and I will take one by one. And as I said, this is a multi-layer security or the defense system we are gifted from our Creator. The first line of defense is usually by what in medical term is called innate immunity or innate immune system. It usually consists of, mainly it consists of like our skin. Like, as you know, the skin is a major barrier between any external injury and our underlying soft tissues. It protects from heat, from cold, it protects from various infectious agents, and all the types of injuries are there. Our skin is protecting us. In addition, even our hair, they also protect, like eyebrows, hair of the eyebrow, hair in the nasal cavity. They also trap the bigger organisms, and they do not allow them to go inside. Similarly, the tears of our eyes are also very effective in preventing the infections and removing any noxious agent which comes in contact with our eyes. Our nasal secretions, similarly wax in the ear, and in addition to that, all the entry points in our body, they are also guarded like a very clever or very effective, efficient gatekeeper or security guard is working. So there is a system in our entry points like mouth, there is a mucosa, secretions, and various cells are there residing in these tissues. So when any infectious agent or any injury occurs to these entry points like mouth, like nasal cavity, like I said already, in ear, nose, and private parts, entry of the private parts, they have secretion, they have some special cells are there, and they have the superficial mucosa. So anything which sticks to the mucosa, it usually comes out with the secretions because of the small ciliary movements which are directed outside, so that they can, anything which is going inside, they will trap on the mucosa and it comes out, like we see in our secretions or cough. When we cough, some things comes which we inhale unknowingly, it comes out like small particles. So in this way, all these things they act as a very efficient security guard on the gate, and they prevent any injurious organism from entering in our body. From this, if something swallowed inside, then our gastric acid is a very protective substance, so it destroys many of the infecting agents, and even other solid things are dissolved and they are destroyed, and so that they cannot injure our body, they cannot get entry into the circulation. So this is all about this is the first line immunity of our body, and this is also called as innate immunity because it is present right from the birth and it functions very efficiently till death, or usually I will come to know that once there is a limit is fixed, when that limit is crossed, then this immune system also fails and we get all the types of diseases and other things and infections. The second type of defense, this was the first type level of the defense. The second line of defense is provided by what we in medical term is called acquired immunity or acquired immune response. This is a specific adaptive immunity, is the second line of the defense because it is initiated if a non-specific innate immune response is unable to completely combat the invading pathogen. The adaptive response develops and changes over the course of our lifetime and is the so-called acquired immunity. The cells and proteins of this adaptive immune response are highly specific for invading pathogens or abnormal cells within the body. This is in contrast to the broad spectrum of activities of the components of the innate immune response. The specific immune response is composed of several different types of the cells and proteins that they produce. The main cells of the adaptive immune response originate in our bone marrow. They mature at different locations in the body. The cells may float around the bloodstream or lymphatic system or take up residence in any organ or tissue. Two of the main cell types spend a significant amount of time in the lymphatic system and are known as the lymphocytes. These two types of immune cells are called T and B cells. A major protein component of the acquired immune system is the antibodies produced by the B cells. The cells of this acquired immune system, which is very efficient in controlling the infection and any sort of injury if our bypasses the innate immunity. The cells are usually, as mentioned, B and T cells. And they are again further many types, like we know CD4 cells. They are very effective in coordinating with the other cells to destroy the invading agent. And the CD8 cells, these CD8 cells, they directly kill any cell that they recognize as abnormal, such as any infection, whether it's viral, bacterial, fungal or anything, or even the cancer cells they destroy. In addition, our immune system constantly surveys our body, checking for invaders like bacteria and viruses. The system is also able to recognize when abnormal cells become altered, such as cancer cells. Recognition of invaders or altered self-involves cooperation between different cells and is tightly controlled. They are very efficient in recognizing self as well as non-self. Mainly their action is directed towards the non-self. In the similar way, all this immune system is very effective in controlling even the cancer cells at a very initial stages. Even they prevent the development of the cancer, and then they further prevent the spread of the tumor. So there is a very delicate balance between, till the immune cells are dominant, have a dominant role, they control the malignant cells and they do not allow them to proliferate. But sometimes there are many other mechanisms when the malignant cells they grow, and when they bypass, they evade this immune system, then they spread, they cause symptoms and they spread in various parts of the body. This is another big chapter, how our special immune system is very effective in controlling even the malignant cells. So here this superficial introduction is enough that immune system is very effective in killing destroying the malignant cells. So when these malignant cells they evade the immunity, then it is a seed and soil theory of cancer spread, that these malignant cells they spread all over the body, and where they find a fertile tissue, they reside there and they proliferate and cause the metastasis. At that time, immune system is usually, they evade the immune system by various different mechanisms. So this is about the immune system. Another very effective protective response is the inflammation. Inflammation may be to the infection or any foreign injury. Inflammation, it is the response of the various protective cells of the body with a close cooperation of the cells which are locally in that organ, and the generalized protective cells also, they are mobilized to that area of the infection or inflammation or injury. and they all function in a very coordinated way to control these infecting organisms, and not only to control the infecting organism and destroy it, but also they function to repair the damaged tissues. Now this inflammation and all these immunity what I discussed before just now, they all have to be very exactly matched according to the infecting agent. Like infection, if infection is not at par with the invading agent, if it is less effective, it won't be able to destroy the infecting organism. Or if it is over response, it again destroy the tissues. So this inflammatory response has to be exactly matched as per the infecting organism or any injury. In addition to that, if this infection has to be very clearly, acutely, there is acute response, destroy and it destroy the organism and repair the tissues. But if the same infection, if it is less, it is again, it won't be effective. It is more, if it is again harmful, it will destroy even the normal tissues. And if this infection is prolonged over a long period, it will again has a many side effect for the human being. There are many cancers which are associated with prolonged infection. This prolonged infection, it destroys the DNA, damages the DNA, and causes chronic irritation, which leads to multiple mechanisms which initiate the development of the malignancy. And usually the damage because of the chronic infection is caused by reactive oxygen species or nitric oxide species. They are usually responsible for damage of the DNA, and then they promote the proliferation and development of the malignancy. There are well-known, and another point to be clear, acute inflammation is not associated with the development of a malignancy. It is only the chronic inflammation. And well-known, many of the diseases you may be knowing are associated with chronic inflammation, and these are like colorectal cancer in inflammatory bowel disease, lung cancer in tobacco, mesothelioma in because of the asbestos exposure, liver cancer because of the hepatitis, and so the list goes on, like esophageal cancer because of the alcohol consumption, stomach cancer because of the gastritis, then pancreas, gallbladder, ovarian, prostate, bladder, thyroid, and even lymphoma are associated with chronic inflammation. So this is the system which is very effective, and it has to be exactly matched as per the severity of the injury, infection, or any other thing. If this system is less, it will not be effective. If it is overactivated, it will again cause the damage, or if it is for the prolonged period, it will be again inducing many, especially the malignancies. So here, from this discussion, the few things are very clear, that our Creator has provided us with a exactly matched protective system, at least many layered, but usually they are classified as 3-layered protective system, starting from the innate immunity, which is present right from the birth till the death of the person, and acquired immunity, which is a very specific response to an invading agent. This is the second layer of the immunity, including inflammation. And then at cellular level also, during the DNA proliferation, the 2 DNA copies are made from the mother DNA, and there are ways that how the mother DNA will direct to the daughter DNA to maintain a particular procedure to keep in healthy genes and destroy the unhealthy or the genes which are not useful or can cause the disease in the daughter cells. So this is the third line of the immunity. from this, everybody will think that how big, how intelligent, and how great is the authority who has given us this exactly matched, effective, protective system in our body. And most of the time, this battle inside is going on, and we are not aware of this thing. As we all know, Islam is a deen which provide us information about every aspect of the life. So if we go back to Sharia, that what Sharia says about, is there any hint about these processes which are happening in our body or no? And you will be amazed. There are few ayah of the Quran I will quote, and you will realize that how they are describing all these complicated, exactly matched system, effective system, which are pointed out in this ayah of the Quran. So in this, the first ayah is ayah number 23 from Surah Mursalat, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَقَدَرْنَا فَنِعْمَ الْقَادِرُونَ. This is a part of the ayah in which he says, thus we arranged, how excellent is our arranging. In another similar ayah, this is from ayah number 3 of Surah Talaq, in which it is said, وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبْ وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بَالِغُ أَمْرِهِ قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا. This is to be point to be noted. قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا means, lo, Allah bringeth His command to pass. Allah had set a measure for all things. And in another ayah, this is ayah number 53 from Surah Fussilat. In this, سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ لَهُمْ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ أَوَلَمْ يَكْفِ بِرَبِّكَ أَنَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ شَهِيدٌ. We shall show them our portents on the horizons and within themselves, until it will be manifest unto them that it is the truth. Doth not thy Lord suffice, since He is witness over all things? And the last, ayah number 13 for Surah Rahman, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Which is it of the favors of your Lord that ye deny? So from these ayah of the Quran are describing in a very nutshell, giving hint towards that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us various such mechanisms operating in our system, that if we ponder over them, we try to think over them, the greatness of our Creator will be evident. And in another ayah, when He said, I will show you the signs around you and even within yourself. So this may be our protective system, is one of the example of His signs. But we usually read, we teach others, but we never think the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us, ordered us to think over it. And then at the last He said that how the favors of the Almighty which provided us, that we will deny and we will not accept, and we will not be thankful for the favors which He has provided to us. So from this discussion, this is just a protective system, which is at least a 3-layered protective system provided by our Creator, whether in the form of the innate immunity or in the form of innate immunity in the form of skin, and then our hair secretions at the body gates, and then our second line immunity, which is the acquired immunity, and then the third line immunity at the cellular level, and in the DNA replication also. During the DNA replication, the unwanted genes are depleted from the during this replication. So this is one of the maybe one of the very small sign of our Creator. And in the Quranic ayah, maybe these are the things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to ponder over it, so that we may be thankful to His gifts, and once we will be thankful to Him, inshallah we will try to obey Him. And if we pass our life by obeying His commandments, inshallah we will be successful here and as well as in the hereafter also. I hope this information will be helpful to all of us, and it will help us and it will stimulate us to read the Quran and then ponder over it and then think over it and then realize the gifts of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which He has given to us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.